Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Miami's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. He's going to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Yeah, I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well give it to him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the Canes get it past the sticks. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on 4th down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on 3rd down. You ain't going for it now. 3rd and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No 4th down for you.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. he's looking to throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Off play action. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback extends the play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Canes will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The run to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On the move. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't come. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. That's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Second and very short here for the offense. The play-action fake. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. On second down, they'll take to the air. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. 6th play of the drive coming up. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 6 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
He wants to pass it on second down. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going up top on first down. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield to keep him make anything.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And they'll knock him down. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They feed him again. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He looks that one in nicely. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Handoff from the gun. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Off the play fake. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He wants to throw it again. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to cut it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Fights off a defender. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 4th down, gotta have it here. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.